Rise and grind, folks. Guys, I'm on the way to an AC maintenance from an existing customer. I believe this customer has a magic pack. There's like 3 different customers that has an agreement with us that has magic pack units. I believe this is the one last year. I think I replaced an inducer motor, if I'm not mistaken, here last year. But guys, I'm on the way there right now for an annual check and clean with the AC. I'll see y'all when I get inside. Alright guys, this is our magic pack. What's the tonnage? 3 tons? 2.5. This is our magic pack unit here, and this is gas. This isn't the heat pump magic pack. I think the customer, we're in Jersey, but I think the customers in PA have the magic packs, but with electric heat kits, not gas. You guys will see that in a few weeks when I go out to that customer's house to do maintenance. But yeah, I just turned the thermostat on. I got a 20-degree split. And before I kill power, I want to show you guys something here. And this customer runs this unit year-round for heat and AC. And look at this, guys. We replaced this filter last summer, and look how it looks. Relatively clean in comparison to what we usually see, right? So we usually replace this filter like at least once a year anyway, but guys, these filters don't usually accumulate that much dust and buildup. And as far as here, this customer got a bunch of work done. I think we replaced the contactor, and the inducer motor. But guys, what I'm gonna do, let me kill the power and let's open up the panels. I'll be right back. Alright, this is the new inducer that we put in. New pressure switch. And by the way, the power is off. I think this is like either 30 or 35-5 cap that was put in. And that's our contactor. That was put in definitely less than 2 years ago. I remember that. I only remember the inducer and the contactor. And that's another Titan Pro run cap. So yeah guys, the good thing is this is an older unit, but this customer got recommended repairs done way ahead of failure. So guys, there's not much wear and tear from older parts causing a snowball effect here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a new filter. Also, I am going to explain the most important thing whenever you guys are doing AC maintenance on these magic pack units, guys. This is gonna be your biggest issue. And granted, we're not on the first floor. If you don't check these AC drains and they flake up and water overflows the pan, guess who's gonna hear about it? The person that lives underneath us. Guys, always pour water down here, get your gallo gun, whatever you gotta do, ensure that your drain line is clear. I mean, you can't avoid rust and this pan from scaling up. Technically, this is like outside. Even though this is inside, most of these parts are exposed to cold weather and hot weather in the summer, so you gotta expect some advanced wear and tear. But turn the light on so you can see here. But that's what I'm gonna check. Let me get some water to pour down the drain, and whatever I pour here should ultimately lead out here and whoop, right down the drain. And I tested this float switch the last time I was here. That float switch is still active. So in the event of this pan overflowing, either one of these pans overflowing, hopefully if this bottom basin fills up, the unit is going to turn off. But alright guys, let me fill this up, I'll be back. Alright guys, For one, I'm testing this pan. I want to make sure I don't hear any drips or anything like that. But I'm being careful not to add water too quick and accidentally overflow the pan. This is my second bottle I'm putting in here. It's definitely going in. It's definitely going in. And I flushed this trap last year for sure. I gotta get another gallo gun cartridge. I'm gonna flush this P-trap here. Speaking of the P-trap, they should have put a T here, a clean out, because it's gonna be hard for me to put my gallo gun on the inside of the unit there. But alright guys, I can go back in a second to get that. But yeah, now what I want to do is, and I got my brand new filter in here. We always keep 12 by 20 filters for these units. We've got about 3 or 4 of them on the truck. But yeah, now I want to check amps, and I'm going to check this cap under a load. There's no need to take this out since I know it's new or newer. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to check amps on this compressor, on the fan, and we're going to check the potential difference of that contactor. And also, since we had a 20-degree split inside, there is no need for me to hook up my gauges, but the ports are right here. The caps are on. Let me get my meter and let's turn the power on. I'll be right back. Alright guys, and you definitely want to be careful testing amps near that blade, because that blade is very close to the edge of the unit. But as you see there, press amps is 4. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this bottom side up, and I'm going to check my outdoor fan motor amps from the top. Let me turn this back off. Alright guys. Outdoor fan motor, 0.54. Which is good. That's what we want. Now, I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but I gotta check the potential difference on that contactor. I'll be right back. Alright guys. 0 volts, which is good. And let me check. I gotta get this set up here. I'm gonna check the cap under a load. Let me check that out. I'll be right back. Alright guys. This is a 30-5 cap, and I got the amps of both my outdoor fan motor and my compressor, and I got the voltage from HERN to C and to fan, and from fan to C, and everything checks out with the cat. And guys, another thing I want to show you is this is an apartment complex, so they do have fire dampers. That's what this thing is here. In the event of, God forbid, a fire breaks out, you have fusible link. You have links that opens, spring-loaded links that opens on a rising temperature. So in the event of, a fire being upstairs or downstairs, before it spreads down here, the link is going to close and it's going to shut off the supply, basically stopping flames from spreading. So now guys, knock on wood, I never seen that happen, but I did see one of these close accidentally, and the customer didn't have AC. So we always like to make sure that we at least flash a light and we can see the opening, we can see the links and all that. Yeah, guys, that's all there is to it. Everything's rocking and rolling, and I may have to close this door up here and check this out because it's in there. Hold on, guys. Let me close this door up real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check my supply one more time. All right, guys, real quick. I was able to fit the nozzle on my gallo gun on the other side of this drain, and it wasn't really much of any resistance in the drain. Once again, we flush this once a year, so I didn't expect much to be in here, but we got all the doors on and checking our supply. And right now it's definitely in the high 50s. It's a pretty chilly morning. But yeah, guys, this customer's rocking and rolling. There you have it, AC tune-up, magic pack. She'll make it through another summer. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.